Hi, for today's done, in-flight entertainment controller from Boeing airliner. So it is a Panasonic part and it is supposed to go together with this display I did show into the previous video. So we have the regular remote controller that is mounted beside the screen on the aircraft seat or onto your armrest, with exit button, cable you can pull, and which is mounted onto a automatic winder thing, and two side remote. The main side here has the channel display, volume and control buttons, some menu selection buttons, light control, flight attendant call, and media play button, and the phone function that nobody never use. And it is actually this thing, a telephone handset with a microphone and loudspeaker here. Game controls here, and on the other side the wall keyboard with game controls like Nintendo, controller arrow here, QWERTY keyboard to type messages. I believe with some flight entertainment systems you can text messages to other seats in the aircraft. Maybe you can also do emails or things like this. And you have also a credit card reader that will just read your magnetic strip on the credit card, but not the IC. Okay, so it goes in this release thing, and on the back we have the attachment to the seat with two. Actually it is difficult to tell if they are Allen or Torx screws, but you will, the idea is that you will tighten these screws and it will move this part, and it will tighten it to the whatever thing it is mounted onto. And here we have the cable winder thing with yes, Panasonic brand, part number, and no serial number or anything. It looks like it was maybe erased, but I believe we might have another sticker in here. So let me undo this metal part first. Here we have just a few screws to undo. Maybe I will even cut the zip tie here in order to be able to have a better look if necessary. Yes, let's do it. It's just a regular zip tie, so you can totally reinstall another one. Okay, is it me? I don't think so. So, not a big deal. Okay, so now I can unscrew this and maybe reveal the cable winder thing. Little auxiliary plastic part here coming off. Okay, not sure what it is for. Not useful in this case. So, here is the information. Panasonic, part number, made in 2013. The weight, so I believe it is just for this part in particular, not for the whole controller. So what else. So this connector here, quite a particular one, you can see, with pins like this. This part that can be unscrewed. Quite not usual for aircraft use, because you can notice there is nothing that will positively lock it in place. So about this cable winder thing, oops, one more part here. Everything is falling apart in this thing, you can see. There is actually a reinforcement here, part in das cast metal, interesting. So let me undo the 3 screws here, and I hope there will not be a big spring flying at my face. But to try to check out how this thing works, we have 3 self-taper screws here. So obviously the whole part is a field replacement part. This, oops, okay. Interesting. So we have a flat cable for this part going to the main wire. We have some kind of mechanism in here. Okay, supposed probably to work like so. Not really obvious. And we have obviously a spring inside, pulling the cable really hard. So interesting, but probably delicate to put back together. You can notice copper paint or silver paint inside to shield a little bit the thing. So if I is it still working or not? If I do like this and I install the cover, almost, but it looks like the thing here is not well positioned. It is really quite a pain, this device. I had another one, and I know the other one was also a pain to put back in place. Whoops. One more attempt maybe. Yeah. Seems better. Yes. Okay. Do not touch anything else and reinstall the screws immediately. Made in USA. So either they add a special tool to put it back together, or it was made by some dude with a big bearded guy, grey beard, whatever you want to call it. Okay, seems better. Now I can try to put back together this unit, and we will have a look at the remote by itself. So good news, it is back together and almost working, almost. So here we have the remote. What do we have? Obvious 2 screws here, the metal cable here by the way, and two more screws here. Okay, so they are Torx number 6, it seems. I can expect to find in this part a connector, because if you want to replace either the cable part or the remote part in the aircraft during a stop of the aircraft, you want to be able to act quickly. Okay, as expected, connector at an angle even to allow easy removal, and reinforcement here in the plastic, you can see, and two screws like so. Okay, we now find two more screws that obviously are attaching together the two parts of the remote unit. And two more screws here. Et hop. So they are little Torx, but for some reason I did check and it is really the correct size you want to use here, but they are pretty annoying. Maybe my Torx bit here is not also very precisely made on the... Okay, the screws here are a little bit longer, so I should be able to pry open this thing. Yes, I guess, probably. Let me I guess we have clips somewhere. Okay, not too bad apparently, except this side did clip back in place. Okay, and flex cable with a push connector was quite easy. So we will start with this side, the keyboard side. We have a number of diodes, part number, little connector. You can see the shielding track, grounding track all around, gold plated all around the PCB, and here they did add some extra copper foil. So I should be able to undo the little screws and maybe take the opportunity to clean a little bit the keyboard. Okay, I will take the smaller size here of Torx. Seems it works better, but it is a little bit too loose, this one. And it is Torx number 5. So given Torx number 5.5 does not exist, I believe. Really weird. They are metric screws made, considering it is this part in particular is made in Thailand. Okay, the wire spool was made in USA. This is made in Thailand. Okay, so this is coming off. It looks just like a mobile phone, old mobile phone board with the keys, golden pads, lid free, no backlight in here apparently, and here Yes, okay, it is quite clean. The rubber parts just looks like a Nintendo controller. Also here, for some reason they did make it in two parts, this thing. You can see with a little metal cups to do the contact. So this is in two parts. The keyboard here is also in several parts, and yes, as expected, it is a little bit dirty. Someone did drop coffee or something like this over it. So I will take the opportunity of having it disassembled to clean it. Okay, interesting, they did make the keyboard in two different parts. Maybe it is to accommodate several languages or something like this. Not really something expected. And here interesting construction. I do not know if it was made in several, yes. It is overmolded in several parts. Really interesting construction. And this little PCB with quite a lot of golden contacts. Okay. Brass inserts in this part. Okay, so let me clean this, put this back together, and then we will dig into the main unit here, which obviously has all the electronics. Okay, this part is now a lot cleaner, so let's take apart this one. More tiny Allen screws. So there is a black glass fiber reinforced plastic frame here, mainly for the credit card reader, it seems. So let me try to figure out in which order this is supposed to come off. So this is a really delicate construction. Okay, I hope we have no hidden screw in this area. I wonder if these things are handmade or made by robots, by the way. As you can see, quite complicated to put together. Okay. We have the game controller buttons coming off. We have, like the other side, rubber piece, which is actually securing all the buttons and controls like such. A lot of little parts in here. So made like so. You get the idea. Little microphone, loudspeaker here. On this rubber part, and this one is for the main. The other buttons, just the contacts here. So this part, loose screw. We have obviously a LED display. This will be fun to put back together, by the way. Okay, I am trying to figure out what to do next. Little microphone here, it is even written actually on the board, microphone. Ah, this is the credit card magnetic aid, I believe. And it looks like we will have 3 extra screws, so I see golden springy contacts here. They are actually for the side buttons. So let me undo 3 more tiny screws, and hopefully it will allow to remove the board, which is called handset main. So 3 little LED displays here, still made in Thailand. This time we have LEDs to light the buttons, and yes, this is coming off. So here just your regular magnetic head. Okay, as I said before, the contacts for the side buttons, so this is coming off, and we have actually not much to see because thick conformal coating, and as you can see, or not, it is just impossible to read the numbers on the ICs. What do we have else? A few regular parts, the main connector here, so certainly made at a budget, well made, but mass production, and because they are expandable parts, I believe, in the aircraft almost. Probably the passengers abuse them a lot, and they must be replaced quite frequently. Okay, so nice little thing, but as you can see, not much to see. Okay, goes back together like this, and here some more marks of coffee or something else which I do not want to know what it is. Okay, more part number. Really, the telephone function in this, I did never see anyone using the telephone function in an aircraft. Probably of a price it was built at. And now they offer you Wi-Fi, but they will not let you to call with Wi-Fi. And it is just basic Wi-Fi for chat, unless you pay. Okay, really tiny stuff. It would be fun to put all this back together, by the way. As you can see already, just for this screw, it is already annoying. So, I will deal with it later. For now, thanks for watching. Bye bye.